Hello and welcome back to Magical Diary. Late in the evening hours after dinner, the students are summoned to the dark dance. Even in the halls, the lights have been turned off, leaving only moonlight and faint blue glow of magic to navigate by. Somewhere in the distance, the sound of drums forms an awakened heartbeat. But before I can reach it to dance, someone catches my arm. Janlin? Hi. I'm glad I could find you. I was afraid I'd be too late. I've been an idiot. Look, what I said to you that day, I didn't mean it. Then why did you say it? Because I was trying to push you away. Well, you did that. I'm sure you've heard the stories by now. Well, you all know I made sure of that. About me and girls and how I hurt people that get close to me. And it's true. I don't expect you to understand. You're filled with light. You're a happy person. You're bright and fresh and honest and enthusiastic, and that's what I like about you. But me, I've got a lot of dark things in my life, things I can't talk about, not with anyone. When I've been with girls, I can't let them get too close, and if they keep trying, I have to stop them. I don't see what this has to do with me. Don't you? We weren't dating. No, it was worse. We were becoming friends. I started to feel like I could trust you, and that scared me. You're not like other girls, Janlin. You're special. Watching you explore your new work here at school, all eyes and stars, it makes me happy, and that's dangerous. Why? He laughs. See, that's it. You're innocent. It's cute. I lied to you, and then I tried to stay away, but I missed you. Knowing that you thought I hated you, knowing that even when I sent you presents, you'd never imagine they were from me. You. That pie was from you. I don't usually attend things like the Apple Festival, but when I have to hide what I am, but I thought you might be sad that you couldn't go, so I brought you something. I hope you liked it. It was great, thanks. You're welcome. Anyway, I decided that I owed it to you to tell you the truth about what happened and to say that I'm sorry. I'd like to be friends again if we can be. You can understand. Of course we can. I'm glad. Now, you've got a dance to get to. Enjoy your night, and I'll see you later. Oh, but whatever you do, don't peek at the spirits. With a wink, he walks away. When I walk into the darkened gym, my eyes are nearly useless, but my other senses are overwhelmed. Pine, sap, evergreen, the scent of thick and strong and sweet. The fragile crunch of dead leaves underfoot. Swirling breezes drifting hot and cold, autumn mixed with smoke. Murmurs and laughter from unseen lips, all blending together. And under it all, music. Not as loud as it was at the junior high dance at my old school, where the only way to hear the tune was to stand outside the building. Just music all around me. Is this how wizards throw a party? I can't really see the people around me, but their presence registers through sound and shadow, dancing, and so I begin to dance as well. Not too fast. I have to focus on my surroundings so I don't wave my arms right in front of someone else. But it's fun. No one can see me, I can't see myself, and the music goes on, looping into and over itself without ever reaching an end, playing tricks from a sense of time. It feels magical. Are there really spirits dancing here with us? I'll just have to take it on faith. Surrounded by friends and strangers, I dance the night away. Classes are cancelled on Friday, so we get to sleep in and let out some stress. After lunch, we come back to the room to relax. At least Virginia and I do. Ellen sits at her desk and pulls a large book off the shelf, but lays it down closed in front of her and sighs. What's up? Nothing, just the dance. Did Ellen have a date? The reaction is immediate. Whoa, I'm sorry. Are you okay? What happened? She scrubs at her face and sniffs, trying to push the wetness back into her eyes and failing. Nothing. That doesn't look like nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing ever will happen. He said, because of you. Wait, what, me? Because I'm your roommate, so it's like I'm his sister too. You like Donald? I smack her on the arm. No, you idiot, William. Oh. Thought we swore off girls after Angela. That butterfly senior who was so nasty. He went out with her? She's awful. That's why they broke up. Look, Ellen, I'm not good at the sensitive stuff, but I know my brother wouldn't want to hurt you. He didn't say he did. Well, I mean, I want to make you feel better. It's fine. Virginia sighs. Okay. Difficult decisions here. She probably needs to talk about it. The question is whether she should be doing it now, or whether she needs time. And I keep nudging my microphone as I scratch my chin in thought. My apologies for that. Interesting thing about scratching your chin is you realise you kind of need a shave. Anyway. Oh, he needs to talk about it. What exactly did William say to you anyway? He said that he was looking out for me because he was my senior and that I was a nice girl, but he thinks of us like sisters. He thinks of himself like your sister? No, me and you. It's guy rules. You don't date your friend's sister and you don't date your sister's friends. What if you're friends with everybody? It's not that big a school. Then he has to stay single. This is a real thing? And was that really the reason? Because we're roommates? I don't know. I mean, that is really how the guy code works, but it's not like a law or something. It's just, it would be really creepy to have to watch one of you guys kissing my brother. Creepy. Virginia laughs and waves her hands in the air. Not because you're creepy, just because he's my brother and I don't want to see him kissing anybody. You have a brother, right? Wouldn't you think it was weird if he was dating one of us? I have a sister and she's 12. So nobody here should be touching her. But when William was a freshman here, I was only 13, so it's sort of the same. Whatever. I guess neither Ellen nor I ever had a chance with William. On Saturday morning, the mail and allowances are delivered. What should I do today? Well, I still need another $10 before I can get the protective robes, so study. The library's fairly quiet, but familiar face is still present. I study with Minnie. Yeah, I think she helps you out with the one that's weakest. Which is fine, because I'm getting the smart boost, which is useful. Okay, let's go straight to next week. Right. Red, blue, blue. Gain 2 red magic and 2 stress. 1 blue magic and 1 stress. 3 red magic and 3 stress. Excellent. Crush. Ho 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 ho. That's quite a nifty spell. Excellent. And another blue magic flash should push me above 40, hopefully. Excellent. Disruption. Interrupts the casting of a spell, causing it to fizzle. Yeah. Hello, Janlin. Did you enjoy your dinner? I suppose it was alright. Really? If you like your chili on the bland side. I thought so. There are many secrets here you probably haven't found yet, such as the best place to get a good meal. Would you like to come to dinner with me tomorrow? Off campus. At the mall food court. He chuckles. Near the mall, but not quite part of it. It's called the Glen and it's magic only. The professors go there when they're too tired to travel, and visiting parents want to take their student children somewhere nice. I thought parents weren't allowed to visit. Non-magical parents aren't supposed to visit. Oh. So, would you like to go? I'm busy this week, sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm trying to be on friendly terms with him, but he kind of creeps me out. It's something about guys with long hair. Sorry, I can't this week. I have other things I need to do. Oh. Well, how about next week then? Oh, dear. Way to put me on the spot, Git. I'm washing my hair? Is that a thing that's still used as an excuse? Oh, my audience is going to hate me for this, because I have no idea which to pick. I'd rather not. You don't want to be seen with me. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to go out. No, of course you don't. This is your revenge, little witch, wasting my time? What? Don't touch me. He twitches his arm away from my grasp and storms down the hall. Well, fine, be that way. So much for being friends. On Saturday morning, the mail and allowances are delivered. Helen, there's a letter for you. Oh, it's from my family. Ellen carefully works her finger under the sealed envelope flap, opening it with a minimum of tearing, and unfolds the letter and begins to read. What? She drops back onto her bed with a thud and stares at the paper in her hands. What is it? It's nothing, just a change of plans. Apparently I'm not going home for Thanksgiving. What? Because it's a long way for such a short break, so it's better for me to stay here. Is that what you want? That doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't. It's not my decision. I can't go home on my own. They don't want me there. Well, we want you here, don't we, Janlin? Yeah. Come on, we should do something together today. Okay. You don't have to do that. I'm fine, really. We're fine about not going home. What, do you hate your parents or something? Virginia! I don't hate them, they just don't want me. Mom was probably glad to be rid of me. What about your dad? He's not around. I lived with my mama and Justin, my stepfather. Your father left you? Not exactly. She left him with us because Jenny's my half-sister. Justin's her dad. My father was angry. I don't remember a lot of what happened. Then we moved and eventually he stopped writing. Mama says I look like him. I'm sure they want to have you at home. It's 800 miles. You're going home for Christmas, right? As far as I know. Is it okay for people to stay here over the holidays? Yeah, there's always someone staying. Some people don't want to have to go back to being non-magical. Hey, if you want, you can come to our house for the break. Really? Sure, we used to having people stay over. I mean, I'd have to ask, but I'm sure it'll be alright. Unless you don't want to because of, my brother. Oh, I'd rather be there than here all alone. Okay, I'll write to Mum and Dad. Now let's do something. Let's go outside. I want some fresh air. Okay. We go for a walk, and eventually a run, which occasionally turns into a chase, and I'm still the fastest. We have a good time, but we tire ourselves out of it. Okay, another week, another $5, and I can finally afford that robe that I was after. Or that protective gear, rather, next week. Flyers up in the hall to inform us that there will be a special assembly for all freshmen this Thursday. No class activities can be scheduled for that day. What should I do this week? Well, if I can finally afford that, which is, was it plus 30 to red? I can afford to go a bit nuts with my blue magic this week. Gained another blue magic skill. Another blue magic skill. More blue magic. Because I don't think you can get more than 3 out of a single class. On Thursday morning, all the freshmen are gathered together in the gym. Good morning, my bright young things. Today is a special occasion for all of you. You're going to get the practice that you've learned and try some spells out in each other without the pressure of a test or grades. This is an important lesson, because in future exams you may come up against other spellcasters. You need to know how to use magic in combat and how to avoid magic being used on you. Will everyone please team up in twos? There's some jostling and shuffling around. Ellen and Virginia pair off. I end up standing by Virginia's brother Donald. Please pay attention before we begin. I want you to take turns casting spells at each other and blocking them. This is not a battle and you're not trying to defeat each other. Think of it like a game of catch. One of you is the pitcher and one of you is the catcher. You can only pitch when it's your turn, so defenders must only defend and not attack. Also, please don't interfere with any other pairs. That includes casting spells that tend to be messy. No fireballs or ice storms, please. Target only your partner. I will be on hand to deal with any injuries and accidents. If you hurt yourself, please call for help. I'll be right here. Have fun! fun. I don't face my partner. Ladies first. I'm not sure what to cast. I've never done this before. Ah, you can do a push spell, right? Sure, that's easy. Alright then, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I start to cast the spell, but suddenly a wave of cold sweeps over my body, and I can't move. The spell fizzles uncast. Ha! I wasn't sure that would work. It'll wear off in a minute. As he said, I unfreeze shortly, but my fingertips are still tingling and sore. Alright, it's my turn now. Are you ready? I suppose. Uno, dos, tres! Okay, let's use disruption. Did it work? It won't work. Did you feel me zap you? Nope. Guess my spell worked. We work together for a while, trading spells back and forth. Then Donald holds up his hands and leans in close to whisper something. I've got a great idea. When I say go, you drop to the floor and cover your eyes. I'm going to cast something over your head. Okay. Go! On cue, I duck and cover. There's a whooshing noise and a burst of heat overhead, followed by screams. Donald, what are you doing? Donald, what are you doing? Oh, you're in trouble. While your flaming dragon was very impressive... Oh, Mr. Fire Dragon. I did specifically tell you to avoid large spells. If poor Janlin hadn't managed to get out of the way, you would have hurt her badly. Like he cares. This is very disappointing. You've always been so careful in your creativity. Why would you take such a risk? Tone up. Professor Potsdam, I wasn't actually in any danger. He told me to get down and made sure I was out of the way before he cast it. You knew what he was going to do? Yes. I knew he was going to do something, and saying this should get him out of trouble, right? Well, I suppose that changes things slightly. Detention for both of you, then. What? It's only fair, both conspirators to suffer equally. And you did know that you shouldn't cast such large spells, but no demerit since there was no real danger. Perhaps the two of you can use the time to come up with some more interesting way of showcasing your skills for the class. Yes, Mom. No problem. Try to be good now. And Jacob, please put Mr. Aris down. She hurries off to deal with someone else. Lucky there are no major accidents for the rest of the session. Another class of blue magic. Damn it. On Saturday morning, the mail and allowance is delivered. I get up to go to my detention. Damn it, I was planning to go to the mall this weekend. Miss Cressida, Mr. Danson. Must I be forever burdened with this nonsense? Since you are both being punished for the same offence, you will receive the same punishment. He points to the tables, where two very large glass jars filled with pebbles are sitting. You will each take one jar. You will take out each pebble individually by hand. You will place each pebble on the table, forming two separate stacks. After you have removed each pebble, you will write down the total number of pebbles that were within the jar. You will then return all of the pebbles to your jar by hand. I have ways of detecting whether or not each pebble has been touched. Do not attempt to shirk. Do you understand? Sure. And if your count is off or you attempt to pocket any of the pebbles, I will lock you in this room with no food or water until Monday. Get on with it. He stalks out of the room, closing the door behind him. What's the point of this? Boredom, that's all. Great. Sorry I got you into this. You didn't. It was my decision. I mean, it wouldn't have been right to let them think you were trying to hurt me when you weren't. Yeah, well, I knew I was going to get busted for it and I didn't warn you. If he knew he'd get into trouble, why did he do it? Well, I better get to work. Trophy earned naughty. At the end of the day, I have counted and recounted 432 pebbles, and my neck hurts. But at least I get to leave. So that's my first achievement, and it's for getting a detention. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm a bad, bad girl. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that sentence with keep a straight face. Come on, Richard, professionalism. Janlin? Yes? Do you like the theatre and plays? I don't know, why? Well, the drama club is doing Mida this week and I kind of want to see it, but I don't want to go by myself. What's Mida? It's a classic Greek tragedy. It's about a witch whose lover betrays her and the terrible things she does for revenge. That doesn't sound very nice. That's why it's a tragedy. They're doing it Friday and Saturday night, and I was thinking I'd rather go Friday. Is it free? No, it's $5 for students. So do you want to come? Oh, go on then. Sure, alright. Thanks. I better figure out what else I'm doing this week. Right, I want to de-stress at some point, so let's take Monday off. Blue, blue, blue. Alright, still need to do something then, and... oh, let's have a glass of red, because we haven't done one for a while. So that's de-stress me a bit. Extra blue magic. If I can get blue magic up to 50, that would be really good. Okay, don't fail this next class. I'm getting ready for dinner when someone knocks on the door. Hey! Hi guys, what's up? Want to win some easy merits? Doing what? Butching and baking and candlestick making. Butching? That's not the right word. It could be. She's a horse. You haven't been kicked by one. What do you guys want me to do again? You already said it, you in or not? I think I'll pass because I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. I'll pass. Suit yourself. I wonder what they're up to. Excellent. Up to 50. Sacrifice some of the caster's magic, causing a target to lose magic similarly. Red magic class. Ooh, 3 red magic skill. Excellent. Ellen and I meet outside the gym. There are a lot of people here, not just students, but ordinary people and families who must have driven up to see the play. After we buy our tickets, we can go inside. Folding chairs have been set up in rows across the gym floor, facing on the stage. Behind the stage, a giant backdrop painting hangs on the wall, displaying marble pillars and steps that suggest a fantasy of ancient Greece. At least it looks like a painting. It's probably an illusion. That's got to be a lot easier than having to paint something so huge. We find a place to sit without anyone too tall in front of us, and after a while, the show begins. It was every bit as tragic as Ellen suggested, and bloody too. Nice special effects, though. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Isn't that Shakespeare? No, it was someone else. Cosgrove, I think, from The Morning Bride. So what's that one about? Another story of murder and revenge? Sort of. It's complicated. Let me see if I can remember. The rebel leader kidnaps the princess, but then they fall in love and get secretly married. Then there's the shipwreck and she's washed up alone and rescued by her father, the king. So the king wants to marry her off to his ally, and she doesn't dare tell him she's already married to his enemy, and she thinks the rebel fellow is dead anyway. Only he's not, because he was washed up somewhere else and rescued by a queen who falls in love with him, but the king falls in love with the queen and they're enemies. So everyone loves someone who loves someone else, and they're all trying to murder the people they think have betrayed them, and they all feel guilty for trying to change their minds. Only it's too late, because the plots are already in motion, so they all end up being killed by their own assassins. So the moral is... well, I guess the moral is that revenge is dangerous. Or else, don't change your mind. Even if a man treated me like Jason, I would never do what Mida did. Well, of course you wouldn't do that. But if someone I love betrayed me, I'd want to forget. Being betrayed is terrible, but trying to get revenge would only make things worse. It wouldn't fix anything that had already happened, you'd just make more people unhappy. The only way to make things better is to forget that you ever loved them and move on. Then eventually it won't hurt anyone. Eventually. Anyway, thanks for coming with me. No problem. Mail and allowances are delivered. Excellent. What should I do today? I'm going to the mall. I have stuff to buy. I've been after this thing for ages. Magic store. And I'm going to get protective gear. Good for combat magic. Special fabrics keeps your hands safe from fire or acid, while the elbow pads can double as sports gear. Strength plus 5, red plus 30. Cost 50. Yes. Yep. Excellent, and I'm done shopping for now. And I'm also broke. Because this game's really, really stingy with the money it gives you. Protective gear, excellent. Which has boosted my red magic significantly. Though I'm assuming that also doesn't teach me any new spells. I'm assuming that just boosts it numerically. Right. That to me seems like a pretty solid point to end this video. So, thank you very much for watching. and I'll see you in the next part.